Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is your boy Kendrick. We here today with a video to showcase to you guys exactly how to get through Act 1, Stage 1 in this YouTube series to help you guys figure out exactly what you ought to be doing on Nightmare difficulty on about every single map known to man in this entire game. At least until the new content drops on April 12th. But you know, should be good to go. I will be using my main build in this showcase, so we're literally going to take it from the top. So at the current time, your boy's a Walker main. Walker all day, every day, baby. At the start, we're going to be doing it with bots so you can kind of carry all this knowledge into your quick play, public lobbies, or whatever have you. That's entirely up to you. You can do solo whether you want to or not. Whatever. And your option of cleaner, it's your choice. But essentially, at the current time, I'm just going to give you my tips and tricks or mindset that will help you in your own runs. But off the bat, what you ought to be doing the second that you open the safe room door, or even before then, always make sure you have at least one toolkit. And don't just bum rush down the hall, especially when you have multiple different doors literally on every side of this hallway, because you're guaranteed to have some sort of mutation just ready and waiting out there for you. You pop open the door, you pop a couple shots downrange inside the hallway, and odds are everything's going to be breaking down the doors. Pretty simple, pretty easy. Double check these rooms because I do have Weapon Scavenger on, which is phenomenal. That is an S tier card in my book. Don't ever sleep on that card. And we're trying to see if we can find something good. That's already an MP5 with a legendary mag on it. Ooh, reload speed and bullet damage. You know what? I'm taking it. Not because I like the MP5, because it's not a bad gun, but legendary mag? Woo. You're tripping if you ain't taking that legendary mag that you could probably switch off either in one of these rooms with a weapon attachment case and or the toolkit room that could possibly have a random attachment just laying on the ground. I mean, hey, that's entirely up to you. That's just my idea. AK, way better than the M4. M4 in this current patch or just entirely in the game, just replace it immediately. There's no purpose of using an M4 right now due to the fact that it deals very minimal damage. We're talking 11 bullet damage per bullet, and with a 30 round mag, it's an okay choice. Now, with the current meta currently inside of the game, we have to set off alarm doors because for whatever reason, anything that is not a mutation do not break down alarm doors. Unfortunate. So we have to set this off. Run back and get into a safe position. I would prefer if I can get all the way back to the safe room. Too bad Reaper's blocking it. So I was trying to hold that frag for at least a snitch that might have came later down the line, but it is what it is. If mom bites the dust, it is what it is. There's not much you can really do about that. But we're in a very good safe position. Nothing spawns behind us. Nothing spawns to the right of us because that is a possible spawn. And we're pretty much good to go. All we have to do is just look straight and just beam whatever's coming down. I push back up. Oh, look. Stinger.
Not on my watch.
Bounce back up. That's another crusher. Crushers are very easy to avoid, by the way. If you're going to be looping a crusher, just literally loop around their normal arm and they'll pretty much never grab you.
Hold on here.
So long as you're away from them, I would say about like 5 meters.
You see it?
No, around about 3, because I think at that range they'll lunge towards you and you can just immediately just kite around them by hugging their little arm side. So, little side note. But yeah, so far so good. Looking pretty solid. I wonder if they got rid of that sleeper spawn, because there's usually one on that wall. That's another thing that you should be looking out for a lot in Act 1 Stage 1 is not really so much the mutations, but alarm doors and sleeper locations.
What do you know?
Also, attachment case. We got a mag? Nope. I'll leave that on the ground for the time being, where if we can possibly get something going, I can still switch off the mag and probably add to like one of those AKs that I found in the back. Now we're gonna set off the bridge here. We're not gonna really use a toolkit. Don't really need to. Cute. Head on back here. And this is probably the best defensive position you can get in this entire map. When triggering a horde. Especially this early on. And yeah. Now we just hold out here for a little bit until the horde's done and we're good. By the way, priority targets. As you guys should know, ranged mutations are on the top of the list as to what to get rid of first. As you saw, like there was a option to either shoot the Crusher or the Stinger. Stinger's absolutely got to go immediately. If somebody gets grabbed, big whoop, whatever. However, if you leave that Stinger unchecked, oh, she'll tear the entire team apart. So, yeah. That's any ranged mutation. So we're talking Stinger, Hawker, and Wretch. Hey, look at that. With another attachment case. So people have asked me this question a lot of the time. Does weapon scam affect attachment cases? It actually does.
First aid cap.
Ping the aid station just so I can get my bots to get their extra life back.
Barrel attachment here.
There we go, Jim. Good job. Now, you know what? Let's play around with the M249. I haven't messed around with it for a little bit. While LMGs are probably like my most hated weapon type, I could probably still get away with a little something, something. There we go. Through. So far, so good. With the extra reload speed, the reload cancel, easy peasy, we're done. That was about how many seconds was that? I don't even know. Let's see, Beretta, it's not bad. 2 locked alarm doors. When you guys see the little lock above the handle, that means it's a locked door. Just so you know. So both of them are locked. Unfortunate. I'm gonna go for the closest one, and I'm gonna try to get into a good defensive position. So, get out of here. Okay. And now we just hold out. And while I do know that I have plenty of bots in my repertoire here, I'm not gonna go spraying and praying all over the place, because you're doing that unnecessarily. You're gonna be caught in a position to where it's like you have to reload, you have to forcibly reload, and you don't want to be in that position. So trigger discipline is definitely a good skill set to have. Another alarm door. This time it's not locked, so I could pop it open. We could just beeline it all the way to the safe room. That is an option. Or you can try to do a hunker down defensive position. That's entirely up to you. But I'm probably just gonna run it. Actually, something's hitting it, so I don't necessarily have to. Mutation. Something's close to breaking it. Now, I'm pretty sure that even though it still has some damage to it, that it would still get alarmed. Oh, never mind. There we go. The problem took care of itself. So there's usually a sleeper spawn right there or there. Get a little bit of ammo back, and we should be good to go. All right, let's take a look here. Scar, don't really care. Sleeper, yep, that's the newest one. That's the newest spot that I found out. Ah, interesting. That's a wonderful snitch spawn. Ah. Love it when bots hit headshots when I don't want them to. But the second that I need them to defend me, they'll literally whiff every single bullet. But it's fine.
We could really use some assistance here. We're pinned down in the old.
Alarm door, yay! So what we're gonna do is, oh, it's actually not locked.
Stick to the center and you'll be fine.
And that's it. The reason why you skip majority of that area, not only because that we're alarmed, you know, a snitch and everything else. There's really nothing in that giant area aside than there's like one small little room to the right that could have some possible loot along with the health station. But other than that, that's it. That and those little end rooms inside the apartment. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Nice, quick, easy 1-1. And that was basically with my main build. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, that's pretty much it for really Act 1, Stage 1 of Nightmare. Really not all that difficult. So, thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. And hopefully I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out, guys.